Hello everyone. 2 days ago there was a Barcitizen at TwitchCon in Rotterdam, Netherlands. Sandy and Jared were there and they talked about some very interesting things. Unfortunately I couldn't find any video. Here's a posting on r/Citizen. Link to this is my first pinned comment below. Rotterdam Barcitizen Q&A notes by Warm Record 6045. Nyx 1 teased for September, so we might get a first planet on Nyx in September. I wonder if it will already be Planetech V5 Genesis, and I wonder how bad LED problems are. Right now Star Citizen has massive LED problems. Things that are a good distance are only 2D graphics. At some point they are switching to close by 3D graphics. Some games are doing this better, some games are doing this not so well. CRG is terrible at this. You can see trees popping in, changing from 2D to 3D graphics, 3 meters in front of your character at walking speeds. Yeah. I really wonder if Genesis fixes this. No Squadron 42 info at Summer Games Fest. As you can see in the Spectrum posting, this information came from Sandy, not from Jared. So it's getting more and more unlikely we will see Squadron 42 in 2026. In his video, Astropap talked about major issues with Squadron 42 even today. Squadron 42 crashes after 1 or 2 missions. And Squadron 42 is still very badly optimized. You might need a 5090 to play Squadron 42 in higher resolutions. And this at a time when the 5090 goes for more than $4,000 and RAM prices are exploding because of AI shit. I'm saying the chances for Squadron 42 in 2026 are very, very low now. New enemy faction in 4.9. Who cares? Who cares about a new enemy faction? I don't. We care about a playable game and not a laggy, buggy tech demo, where not even elevators work reliably in year 14 after more than $1 billion. Keep your new enemy faction. Fix the game, CIG. What are you doing? Base building 2027. I advise anyone to be very cautious with everything CIG says. And if we are really getting base building in 2027, it will be just something very, very small, like a one-room base. I absolutely love base building in games. Usually I spend a good amount of my time just building bases. But if we are getting base building, CIG has to fix the massive clipping issues Star Citizen in year 14 still has. It's very easy to clip in and out of ships. It is very easy to clip through doors. It's very easy to clip through planets and moons. So let's say I have a base and I store some of my items in my base. How does CIG want to prevent that others are just clipping into my base and steal my stuff? CIG, you cannot. Your game is Swiss cheese. Fix your game first. Fix the massive clipping issues. Ironclad to get piloting from the bridge. This is a very good change. Just admit that the idea to have a detachable command module doesn't make any sense at all. It's just a gimmick. It doesn't even work with your terrible code, CIG. There are so many issues with Ironclad because of the command module. Those are basically 2 ships glued together in code, but it falls apart all the time. When Ironclad is passing borders between servers, you are dropped out of Quantum. Command module detaches without any reason and it can be very hard to reattach. Second GTAC ship releasing alongside the Relen for Alien Week is an industrial ship inspired by a scene from a space odyssey. Oh well, another ship. How about you're fixing your game? I think more than 13 years, more than $1 billion in funding is enough time, enough money to finally start to fix your game, not just pretend you're fixing it like you did in 2024. This is Chris, letter from a Sherman, December 2024. 2025 will focus on playability. As we jump into the new year, 2025, our primary focus across our Star System teams is clear: improving playability. Our drive for playability surrounds 3 critical areas: performance, stability, and content. We understand that a live environment must be far more reliable and consistent, and we are determined to deliver on this.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up.
This was a big, fat lie. We got less new mechanics in 2025, but CRG did not improve playability in 2025 at all. Suit lockers teased for 4.9, 4.10. Again, take this with a truckload of salt. This is CRG talking. Siege of Origin and instancing for 4.9. It seems like CRG thinks instancing is a solution for all the performance problems. I'm not against instancing, it can work very well in games. However, our personal hangers are instanced and there are still lots of issues with this. We still have overlapping hangers. And even in our instance hangers, there are desync issues. Instancing is a solved issue in MMOs for more than 2 decades, but for CRG it's not. How are we supposed to believe CRG can ever make a functional game when CRG even fails at instancing still? 4.8.3 to have alien ship defense missions. Again, who cares? Fix your game. Fix the massive interaction delays. Fix the massive desyncs, even desyncs of players and NPCs at walking speeds. This is unbelievable terrible. In missions, NPCs are teleporting all over the map. In space fights, ships are teleporting all over your screen. In year 14, after more than $1 billion in funding, CRG still hasn't shown us that they can make a multiplayer game with acceptable interaction delays and acceptable desyncs. Not once. But they are selling $5,000 battle cruisers. If CRG cannot fix the massive interaction delays, the massive desyncs, there will never be a role for an Odin in this game. I hope you found this interesting. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. The first release date of Star Citizen and Squadron 42 was November 2014. Here's Angry Joe.
It's called a Rear Admiral. That sounds kind of nasty, but I am a Rear Admiral. And so that'll get me, obviously, the finished game. The RSI Constellation, this Millennium Falcon, and maybe I can convince some of my friends like, you know, Spoonie or other Joe to be crew in it. We can go and travel the galaxy together and make funny videos about our encounters and shit. So that'll be pretty fun. I mean, this game looks to be really fucking amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pledge. So if you want to be in the alpha and the beta for the game that comes out, they're estimating hopefully to have it out by November 2014.
And here's Angry Joe nowadays.
Fuck you, Star Citizen!
And then in 2016, it was all the hype. CRG made lots of very fancy videos, but then a few weeks before 2016 ended, we were told it's delayed. So most of us thought, okay, it's delayed, it will come out in 2017. Nope.
Tell me lies. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies, tell me lies.
After 2016, we got lots of announcements, for example this one, which sounded very concrete.
And we've been upholding that side of the bargain, and that is something I feel really strongly about. But of course, as an ongoing business, we have some other needs, like, for instance,
marketing.
Yeah, well, Squadron 42, we're now sort of on the downhill ramp. We're 18 months away, looking like, from when we have to be ready to release it. And as you tell me all the time, you have to start. We have to start doing it. Start the preparation and planning and booking and all the rest of the stuff for the marketing long
Yes,
before
I
you're
have
releasing.
actually had this plan for a very long time, and it has shifted and shifted and shifted. And finally, I feel like we might have an actual plan that I can execute.
There you go. And then the other aspect is being able to do that properly, being able to fund it without having to go to someone. There's a lot of other people in the crowdfunding world anyway that have raised the money, made the game, and then partnered with someone like a publisher to release the game in a wider format. But we don't want to do that. We've always, I value the independence. We've been able to have the independence because of all you guys, and we really appreciate it. And so for us, it was really important to be able to control our own destiny. And this is really going to enable us to do that and also have all the money that comes in on the sort of game front, the crowdfunding, go to the development.
Thank you very, very much, Chris, for giving us a very concrete date, 18 months from when this video was released. I cannot wait to play Squadron 42 very soon. Let's see when this video was released. December 2018 plus 18 months. This means summer 2020. We will be able to play Squadron 42 in summer 2020. Wow. Chris, what the fuck? And who doesn't remember CitizenCon 2023?
As you may have guessed, and Brian Chambers may have let slip a bit earlier, we are feature complete on Squadron 42.
I believe in the release of Squadron 42 when I have it in my hands, not before that. And I'm not so sure if Squadron 42 will be a good game. It might have lots of cutscenes, lots of gameplay on rails, like CRG showed at CitizenCon, and might have very little actually good gameplay. But maybe it's a fantastic game. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.